And we are live.
Sure.
All right, we good to go. Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
I think
welcome.
everybody stole that line from Carolina Kitchen. The welcome, welcome, welcome line. Look, thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. We're not gonna be long because we got something to do, somewhere to go, places to be. Today
Amen.
is our 30th anniversary, and we are so excited about um, our new book that is coming out
Yeah,
on June the 14th. We actually wanted to release our book today, but since we weren't going to be in town and couldn't have a release party, we opted not to do it today. So it is coming out on next Friday,
yeah,
June the 14th. But we just so excited,
yeah.
so excited. You want to go ahead and say something to the
I'm
peoples?
excited. Thank God for this woman of God here. 30 years. And
34
we're
wonderful
excited
years.
about what God is doing, what He has done. We talk about it and we continue to say that we are thankful and grateful and we are blessed. And, you know, it's a blessing to be happily married,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have meaningful conversations and spend quality time with each other. So
And
we,
that's
we
what we
just,
doing
yeah,
now.
we just, we enjoying ourselves
We
and
hanging out.
hanging
We
out.
hanging out. And it's rare that we get to hang out with just each other without having our kids around, even though they grown, and or having something to do with the church. Just to be with
Right.
each other is a blessing. But anyway, we want to talk about our book, and again,
Yeah.
today is our 30th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary to you,
Happy
sweetheart.
anniversary.
Um, we ended up doing this book because people would always say to us, one person actually said to us, man, y'all need to, whatever y'all did, y'all need to bottle it up
Yeah,
and sell it.
that's
We are
right.
very proud of the fact that, all of our children love God, and all of our children are serving God. And we wanted to just put it on paper, what we did, some of the obstacles that we faced, some of the things we had to overcome in order to raise children who love God, who would continue to love God even as adults. Something that we saw in church was we saw uh, ministers' children often go astray
Yeah,
once they reached a certain age and was old enough to make a decision, because a lot of times their parents were married to the church first, and the family would suffer or, come after.
right.
And so, we took a lot of notes on what was going wrong and wanted to do some things different. So, you know, he, my husband, decided that we would raise our kids just with the wisdom that comes from God. And if I could be 100% honest with you, this sounds so cliche, but a lot of what we did was birthed from prayer, praying about different things, and getting the answers from God and the wisdom from God And then we just pretty much implemented the things that he told us to do. And so that's pretty much what we want to share with you guys in the book. Again,
Yeah.
when is that book coming out, Bishop?
June the 14th.
June
It's
the
coming.
14th.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, on June the 14th, that's Friday night, we are having a one night revival
Yeah.
at Healing Hearts Worship Center. Pastor Sharita Smith, Bishop Keandre Crouch, Pastor Yannia Wilkins, and myself. I'm actually going to be the worship leader for that night. But these awesome senior pastors are going to be ministering and bringing the word that night. And right after uh, the revival, we will have our book signing
Yeah.
and book release. The book will be available that day from Amazon, but you could come and get a signed copy right there at Healing Hearts in Temple Hills. We definitely will put the flyers and things back up, but we just so excited.
Yeah. And we thank God that I believe that this is the perfect timing for the revival, for the book
Hmm.
release. There's so many things that God is doing, the doors that He's opening for us, and we appreciate it. We talk about the prophecies that have been spoken over our
Yeah.
lives through the years, and we really believe that this year some of those prophecies will come to pass. We will see
Hmm.
the manifestation of that,
Yeah.
and we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Amen.
One of the things that we love about God is how God will give you the beginning of a thing and he'll give you the end of the thing, but he does not normally share with us the process that we have to go through to get to what he said that we can have. And so we've done a whole lot of suffering. We've
Yeah,
done a whole lot of proving. We call it the proving process. And we've done a whole lot of that. And now we are getting to the reaping of things. And so we are really excited about this next season in our lives. And we thank God for those of you who do support us. And we can, come back another time and
yeah,
share some things about marriage and successful marriage, because that is also another thing that God's wisdom
amen.
has helped us with. And so people think, you know, you're being too deep. And this is something that people used to say to us. And one of the things that we did write in the book is how, we understand why people would not listen to us or take our word for things, because we did not have a method that had been proven yet. Even though we knew our wisdom was coming from God, we knew that the things that we were doing that was different from what most people were doing was because these are the things that God was telling us to do. And
Yeah,
so but our methods had not been proven, and this is why we did not have a lot of people you know doing what we were saying
yeah,
they should do with their kids, because we did try to share with other people. But now that we have the proof that the method works, we
amen.
wanted to
We got the
write it
proof
down.
and the receipts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when we think about our children, and nope, they're not perfect. God knows they're not
No,
perfect. But
no,
I thank God that they all love the Lord. They all are serving the Lord. And we're
amen.
really proud of the young adults that they are, the
Yeah,
young adults that they have become.
yeah.
Um, and so we're really excited to continue to see uh, what God is going to do in their lives.
And what about the shirts?
The shirts, yes, and this brings us to our embrace your difference. I don't think they could see mine. Embrace your difference shirts, two different styles, because we had to do that. Raising our children, we had to embrace our difference.
Yeah,
We did a lot of things, and I'll share this much. We had like two groups of people, because one of the things that we always prayed about was having balance
Right.
making sure that our kids didn't feel like their whole life was just church, 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 church. So we had like two groups of what we call extremists. You had one group of people who used to tell us that we gave our children too much liberty, too much freedom. We let them do too much. And then we had another group of people that said we were too strict, that we did not allow our kids to live. And that is how that confirmed for us
Right.
that we had a good balance, because you have extreme groups that are saying you're doing it wrong. And so when we look at the fruit of their actions, it doesn't match the fruit of ours.
Yeah.
And so we are very, very thankful that we were wise enough to obey what God told us to do, even though it was unpopular with pretty much everybody around us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, if you want to raise kids, children that are different, children that are going to love God, that are going to continue to serve God, you have to be willing to do those things that are unpopular with everybody else. That's just like with anything
Yeah.
that God tells you to do. If you want to get married, if you're trying to get this new job, you just got to be different. You got to stand out. You got to do something that you've never done before sometimes. And so, and normally what that is, whatever it is that God is telling you to do, is normally unpopular.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say before we go back?
Yeah. And want to make sure we put the book up there again. I know it's in the corner. But
there we go.
There's the cover, you guys.
I'm gonna be on one side, you be on the other side.
We're thankful. It will launch again on June 14th
at midnight.
At midnight, and make sure y'all come to the revival. Yeah. I believe that it's going to be awesome. We have Apostle Sharita,
Apostle Sharita Smith.
Apostle Sharita Smith. It's going to be a Healing Hearts ministry. And also we have Pastor Yanea Wilkins.
Yes.
From the Brook Church.
Yes.
Our sister and Pastor M and yours truly. I'll be there. And we're looking for God to move.
Now they preaching. I'm not preaching. I'm gonna be the worship leader for that night, but they're gonna be bringing the fire.
Bringing
that word.
Yeah.
And you got 3 powerhouses that will be tag teaming that night, and I'm excited. I've never seen this done before. A one-night revival with 3 amazing people of God speaking, and so we're pretty excited. So come out to the revival and stick around for the book signing. You can get your book. You can get your Embrace Your Difference.
Get your T-shirts.
Yes, and we also on that night will be honoring all the fathers. So it's Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
So all the fathers that are in the building, we have a gift for you. So please come out. Help us celebrate Jesus first.
Yeah.
We want to celebrate the Crouches. That be us. We want to celebrate the Crouches for our new book release, and we want to celebrate the fathers for Father's Day weekend. So we're not gonna hold y'all because we still hanging out, and so we got stuff to go do. But we did want to come on here and share with you guys, and thank you guys, all of you who have always supported us. We just want you to know that we really, truly appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for your love and support.
Yes.
And we got some exciting things coming, y'all.
Very exciting.
This is just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
This ain't no hype. Like they say, we gassing it up, or however you say it. But you watch. There's some exciting things coming.
Yeah.
And they're going to be big.
Mm-hmm.
So we thank God for it. And we appreciate your love and support. So y'all come on out.
Yes. Amen. All right, everybody. God bless y'all.
God bless.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.